Greetings, patriots, and you enemies of America that are watching this video. I want to address the recent unrest of Black Lives Matter. That's right, known as Black Lives Matter. The actions of the Black Lives Matter in the black community in Wisconsin has proven once again that Black Lives Matter is not just a hate group, but a domestic terrorist organization. And I think I wouldn't really see a problem with it, that the homes of the leaders of Black Lives Matter, as I said before, that I don't care if they're women or children, anyone coming out of the store should be shot on sight. They should be shot exiting the store. If they make it down the street, just take their asses out and shoot them in the back. That's right. And here's another answer to the bitches, losers, and maggots known as BLM. You want to see this is the solution to BLM. Okay? And BLM, I got a round with your name on it. And I guarantee you're not going to make it out of the driveway, because I'll drop you like it's hot, you little maggots. And by the way, Black Lives Matter are working with the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood is supplying weapons in Atlanta, Georgia to groups of radical black Americans. And remember, it was a few months ago that they were calling for an Islamic uprising revolution in America. But Jim, there might be a 12-year-old girl or an 8-year-old boy. Well, you know what? It's called collateral damage. They shouldn't bring their children to a dangerous situation. And you, Black Lives Matter, I'm going to tell you, there's a blowback coming. And a warning to the Justice Department and federal agents. If you continue to stand down, this is only going to get far, far worse. It's going to escalate. Okay, it's going to escalate. This is Ferguson all over again. You know, Michael Brown. You know, the little punk had his hands up. No, the punk did not have his hands up. That punk got the justice he deserved. You know, along with Freddie Gray and this new maggot. This maggot in Milwaukee. He got justice. He got everything he damn sure deserved. Black Lives Matter is nothing more than a domestic terrorist organization. And the way my friends that are Iraq and Afghan veterans, some of which are snipers, the way they dealt with terrorists on the battlefield is the way we need to deal with Black Lives Matter in the streets of America.
We're going to do something a little different for probably the next couple of years to try to get our men and women ready for the upcoming battle that we're about to take upon us. And this is something that no plan's ever done. We're going to start it. All our boys are finally coming back home from the military, which is good, and we're getting a lot more military members joining. As we're going to start doing military training. Now that we got our Marines and the Army back, they're going to start showing us how to skin and how to survive off the land. We're going to try to move into another direction with the Loyal White Knights, and that is starting to arm train, hand-to-hand combat, and stuff like that just for the upcoming battle.
Black Lives Matter is nothing more than a domestic terrorist organization. And the way my friends that are Iraq and Afghan veterans, some of which are snipers, the way they dealt with terrorists on the battlefield is the way we need to deal with Black Lives Matter in the streets of America. And while I'm at it, the imam that was shot in the head in New York, I'll go on record today to say this. How does it feel, Muslims of America?
Under what the problem is? Is that we have this movement in America that is absolutely degrading the lives of good police officers. And you see, I was raised in a home where we respected police. In fact, I had a little police uniform. I dressed up. I played like I was a cop. Why? Because I was taught that cops were heroes. Today, we got kids that are growing up in these different homes where the kids are there, where the parents are not respecting police. They're cussing them out, calling them pigs, telling kids not to trust them. That's the problem. We're fostering a generation of people who no longer have respect for authority. It's a godless and a disgusting generation. Look, I'm calling on every American citizen. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I'm a preacher, but you know what? I also carry an FN 57 filled with 20 rounds of pure brutality right there. Look, I may love Jesus.
Maggots, you've been warned.
You want to know whose side I'm on? That's right, I'm going to fill you with 60 rounds of pure lead. And I guarantee you, you're going to have lead poisoning. Look, guys, it's time that we as Americans, we as Christians, we got to start carrying guns because we got to protect our superheroes, our police officers.
Do you think all white people are racist?
I think if you graduated from high school and you aren't a racist, you weren't listening. You should have gotten an F in social studies.
So that's a yes. All white people are racist.
We are conditioned to the myth of white superiority from the moment of our, in fact, before birth. We are conditioned to the myth of white superiority.
If the so-called Negro in America was truly an American citizen, we wouldn't have a racial problem. The Emancipation Proclamation was authentic. We wouldn't have a race problem. If the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution were authentic, we wouldn't have a race problem. If the Supreme Court desegregation decision were authentic, we would not have a race problem. But you have to see that all of this is hypocrisy. Now these same Negro leaders running around talking about there's about to be a racial explosion. Yes, there's going to be a racial explosion.